So there's this Spotify playlist scam going around, and I figured out who's behind it. So the way that it works is if you go in Spotify for artists, you have this playlist tab, right? And this playlisting company, I'm going to show you them in a sec, would add your music to their playlist, give you a surge in streams enough that most small artists would see some big spike. And none of these ones are the scam ones. I'm just pulling this up as an example. And you would see that, and then you'd go to check out the profile, be like, why am I getting all these streams from this playlist? And then when you get there, you see this. Visit this random website for song submissions, and then it has some description. You go to the website and you submit your music, and you can see at the bottom, efisound@gmail.com. There's a link to the playlist. And you're like, okay, cool, you do that. And I'll show you some emails that I talked to them with, and that's how I figured out who's behind all of this. But you'll notice that there's actually another one. This one is Talkster.net. And then there is ProEDM.net. Looks the same, right? And then there's soundtrap.club. Also looks exactly the freaking same. You mouse over it, there's soundtrapcontact@gmail.com. Look on this one, looks a little different, but look at this. Club for submissions. Like the exact same template. And even the followers, 67,000, 69,000. If I go here and look at Talkster and click on this one, I think they're all around this kind of like 60 to 70 range. I might be wrong. Let's see if I'm going to look like an idiot right now or not. Yeah, 65. They're all the same, to the point where even if you look at Chartmetric, I'm just going to show you too, the hip hop by Soundtrap. Like, look at this graph, right? Like, this is weird, but like, there's not enough history to really vet anything. But like, look at this dip here that happened. Let me look at another playlist in Chartmetric, and then there's also a dip on the same day, which makes it very obvious that this is using bots. And I'm not going to show you other people's Spotify for artists, because I've seen this happen to dozens of artists. In fact, I did a poll or a question in my community group here, just saying there's this new playlist scam going around, explaining it. Send me screenshots. I'd like to talk about it. I uploaded some examples. There was this Friday Vibe ones by Artister. There's this wavr.ai charts weekly discovery. This was Pro EDM that I found. Sheeran's Choice. This one actually got pulled, which is great. If you go to this one, it's not online anymore, but it was the exact same thing. Another wavr.ai. Hit List Heaven. This seems to be pretty damn similar. Soundtrap, Repost NG. Another person talking about wavr.ai. So this is a lot of people who are talking about this. So at this point, it's pretty clear what these people are doing. They're adding random artist songs to their playlist, sending a surge of bot traffic to their music, and so the artist sees it, goes to the website, sends them an email, and then I'm guessing sells them something. And I didn't just want to guess that, and no one that I know had actually fallen for it. I'm sure some people just didn't want to admit it, just because it's, no one likes admitting to getting scammed. But I actually made 2 different fake emails and contacted 2 of these different curators, because I was really curious to see what they would say and what they would offer, and if I could try to figure out like who's behind this network of fake playlist scam. Email. Hello, I represent, and this is not under my real name. This is under an anonymous random Gmail name. I represent so-and-so. We'd like to submit our song, blah, to you for consideration in your Indie Faction playlist. Here is the song. Sent him a song. Looking forward to your response. And then Luca here gets back to me and says, hello, thank you for reaching out to me. I could place your song for a small fee of $55 for 1 month playlist placement if you're up to it. Let me know if that sounds good. I think it's a fair offer. According to other people, they got around 800 to 1,400 streams per day. And so that would essentially, if we just assume it's 1,000, that's 30,000 plus, 30,000 to 40,000 streams for $55, which I don't know if you know this, but that's fake. That's so exceptionally cheap per stream. It's definitively not real. Generally, paid playlisting costs around, well, at least when it's sold per stream guarantee, 2 to 3 cents per stream. This is dramatically less, like so crazy cheap that it is like definitively just fake crap. So going back here, I had sent him an email because I wanted to try to get more, right? And so I said, that sounds awesome. I'd love to do it. Could you give me more, though? I'd like to have an even bigger push. Do you have other playlists that I could pay more to be on? And then they didn't answer here. And then so I just basically followed up, hey, curious. And then like a week went by again. I said, hey, really interested in doing this. Let me know. And at that point, I gave up. Now, I didn't just give up there, though. I actually tried a second fake email. So this was for the TikTok 2023 playlist. Hi, I work with blank. We just reached out to say thanks for adding this song to your TikTok 2023 playlist. Thank you. So this one I took a little different approach. Instead of sending him a song, I just said I found a song that was on there and just basically reached out saying thank you for adding it. I'm not asking for placement. I am just thanking them for placing my song or my artist song that I don't know. I've never heard of them before. Um, Thank you for reaching out to me. If you're up to it, I could place your song for a small fee of $50 for a 1 month playlist place. Let me know. 800 to 400 streams per day, right? Also, the song fits quite lovely. It's a fair offer. What did this one say? Let me know if this sounds good to you, since I think it's a fair offer. Also, the song fits quite lovely. So this is a template, right? This is someone using an automated email template to send this out. It's very similar. And I don't know if it's the same person, or maybe they have a bunch of like virtual assistants kind of doing the nitty gritty for them, or they're doing AI or something, ChatGPT. But it's the same exact thing. Now, the next thing I said, let's just do it. I didn't want to push them for further. Although what ended up happening is that this other person here did get back to me, and it took a couple of weeks though. We have 2 more playlists for placement. And then I noticed this hip hop one is the Soundtrap one. This Car Maniac one looks quite similar. So now I have confirmation that the Efi one also owns the hip hop one and the Car Maniac one. And this kind of put the nail in the coffin. This last email. Thank you for reaching out to me. Please send $55 via PayPal to payments@wavr.ai. Send me your Spotify link. Send 50 via family and friends, or 55 to cover the PayPal fees. If you do it friends and family, I will add 3 days extra to your placement. So now we know who is behind this. And this is the site. Now, I don't know anything about wavr.ai, but this is their website. And they say they use AI technology to boost your Spotify stats, but it will get played in real places. Wavr AI will add your song to a playlist, and our partners will play it from a coffee shop, from a restaurant. Sorry, the website is awful. Any other venue with Spotify installed using daily for music. We are the first company to do this in a 100% legal way. And somewhere they say that basically, actually down here, these restaurants and coffee shops and stuff around the world, they are basically paying them a cut of what the artist plays to play their music. And I don't know where the AI comes into it. I'm guessing the AI comes into it when they find a random song to throw it on their playlist. Maybe they're doing something funky, but on their site, you can just buy packages of streams. So for 11 euros, 2,500 streams, 10 euros, 40 euros for 10,000 streams. I don't know what 3% fees. I'm guessing it's payment processor, but partnership. I'm not really sure what some of this means. I'm guessing that's the fee that gets sent to the restaurants that are partnering. But this is the company that's doing it. I did look up this address that they have publicly listed on their site. It just seems to be a generic building, which could be a P.O. box or whatever. But apparently they're in the USA. I don't know if I buy it. They do have an Instagram account, but there's not anything helpful on here. Yeah, this is just like a generic thing. If I click a post, there's a bunch of comments and stuff. And I'm grateful to be getting playlisted. Thanks for adding. These are just artists thanking them for sharing their music, not realizing that this is very, very likely just bots. So while I can't 100% prove that what they're doing is definitely fake, the way they're going about running their business and adding artists randomly and then getting to contact them and then selling them placements, which is against Spotify terms of service. I mean, there's a huge gray area and a lot of people do it in legitimate ways, but the way they're doing it is so shady. I have to imagine that they're not legit, that they're just running bots and they're just botting these playlists, and the numbers look weird, and there's so many just things like, you call a spade at the end of the day, right? So playlisting is a very risky area. I have vetted some playlists that I've looked at their data and I've combed through them on camera, testing them out with my own music, and you can check out that playlist right here to learn more about that. If you want to try Facebook ads, which is my preferred method of promoting my music, which I've generated over like 100 million streams on Spotify across all the artists I've worked with, you can check out, I guess, this playlist right here to learn more about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.